What is popping in your lives today? M Racing 89 here, bringing you the Sub-Stop Endurance Series. Today we have the Farners 11 minutes at Daytona. They're taking a quick pace lap here, and we're gonna go over the starting lineup as well. But I am not alone today. I'm never alone. I am joined by.
My name is Joe Donahue. I am over here.
And the southern guy, a new guy we have on the show, is...
I am Jacob Cummings, and I am new.
He is new, and that's okay, because we like new people here. And I'm sure you guys do too, because me and Joe are a little bit boring after a while. I'm not going to deny it. Neither is Joe. Okay, so let's go over today's starting lineup. Alright, let me get to where it needs to be. On the pole, we have Byler Cogs. In second, we have Nabi Runin. In third, we have Wolfgang Stone. In fourth, we have Do Jonohue.
Woo!
In fifth, we have Dat Miracle. In sixth, we have Bryon LaFlair Jr. Got it. In seventh, we have Jacob Jummings. In eighth, we have Lavid Dand. In ninth, we have Fen Buller. And in 10th, we have Scott Shark. And then we have Fat Mouse right there. All right.
Fat Mouse,
So,
yeah.
today, we have a great race coming up. Looking at the pulse here. Jacob, what do you expect out of today's race?
I expect some great racing. Hopefully, some of those 47 Race Tech Porsches can finish 1-2. But, you know, some very good racing today. It's Daytona. It's always going to bring on some good racing. Maybe some dominant performances by the Corvettes, like always.
Okay.
Hey, you never know.
You never know what's going to happen here at Daytona. I mean, heck, the last time these cars ever raced at this track, we know what happened with the finish with those Corvettes.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
So we are getting ready to come around. Get on board here with Kyler. That's not the... There we go. That's the camera angle I wanted. Get ready to go. We're watching it from Kyler's perspective. Turn.
It's about to get crazy coming to that first turn.
Feel the thunder as these 10 cars come down the final time into the tri-oval. We're getting ready.
Go. Joe, you can call the start.
Alright, well, as I said, the thunder is coming. Here we go, 10 cars. Here at Daytona, the tri-oval is where they are. The green flag is out. We're into turn number 1. On the way, at least. Joe Donahue now looking down the inside of Nabi Runin down into the first turn.
3 wide.
Three wide.
7 race techs run into the first turn.
Oh my gosh.
Down the chicane for the first time. Joe Donahue pulls out into the lead now.
No, not just yet.
No, he didn't.
Oh, here comes
Nabi
Robbie.
Runin
Give it up
is
too
all
quickly.
over
Bryon
him.
LaFlair Jr. going for it as well.
Looks like the Porsches are working together a little bit.
It does indeed. What Robbie Noonan's just got to watch.
Bryon.
Oh!
Bryon on his inside.
Bryon.
Was there contact?
There was
There was contact.
There was
Here comes the
contact.
Porsches.
Well, everybody's talked at once right there. That was kind of, yeah.
Well, it's some great racing. It's hard not to talk at once.
Exactly.
Oh.
So we're out of the infield for the first time
Go
safely.
back to the field. Here comes Wolfgang Stone on the inside of Jacob Jummings. Back here, there's Wolfgang Stone. There's Matthew Urkel, Kyler Boggs, Scott Sharp, making up some positions. David Land looks like he fell back. Is David Land okay, he is. I was like, wait, did we go through all 10? There we go. There goes Scott Sharp getting another position.
That Aston Martin is the fastest car in this series, it seems.
Yes, he is. And to go over our points battle, coming into this race, there are 3 points separating... Oh, whoa, what just happened here? Ryan pulled into the lead. Wolfgang Stone took second. Robbie fell back. Joe's like, come on, dude. Trying to get by. Here are the 247 Race Tech Porsches trying to get around Robbie Noonan.
Well, ooh, Joe was on the outside. Couldn't get it done. Ooh.
Those SRT Vipers are just falling like a rock, man.
They are.
Here we
There's
go.
Joe Donahue to the
There's
inside.
Joe. the pass done. Here comes Scott Sharp on the inside of Jacob Cummings.
Holy crab legs, Scott Sharp got up to the front, didn't he?
Oh my. Wow, that's insane. Now
Going from worst to first.
Yes, indeed. I mean, did we ever really count him out, though?
Not really.
You can't. He's like driving something totally different than the rest of the field for some reason.
Well, he makes that Aston work.
Oh my
It
God.
might be a really good combination of just, Scott Sharp knowing how to drive his Aston Martin, so we'll have to see. But yeah, he is running through the field right now.
Yes, he is indeed.
I'm saying next corner he'll get to Robbie Noonan and get to that inside.
Oh yeah, he's already there. He's going to make the pass coming up here.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Here's Joe. Now, coming back to our points battle, it is currently a 3-point difference between Wolfgang Stone and our leader, Scott Sharp. Great battle that we're going to see here. Here comes Scott Sharp on the inside of Robbie Noonan. Jacob Cummings is looking to get by Scott Sharp here as well. These three cars are going at it.
Now, I do believe all of the Porsches are still mathematically eligible. Is that correct?
I believe so. Don't hold me to that. I haven't checked the points since I updated them last, so I'm sorry about that. But I know that it was 3 points between these guys, and third was a little bit behind, and I believe that was Bryon.
You got to think there is only one more race after this one is over, so we're going to be eliminating some eligible drivers today.
Definitely, and we're getting ready to have a battle for the lead here. Wolfgang Stone and Bryon LaFlair Jr. Let's go on board with this onboard angle here. Joe Donahue not that far back.
He's got Wolfgang Stone right there.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh,
there he goes. Takes advantage of it. I don't think maybe he'll get the momentum. He will, actually. And Joe Donahue is sucking up every second that he can to get up to these guys.
Well, those two going side by side allowed him to catch up a little bit more than he was currently. He's, right there now.
Far behind for Joe. Now caught up. This is not good for anyone to see with Wolfgang Stone. We need to see somebody other than Wolfgang Stone and Scott Sharp up battling for the lead at this point.
You never can count out LaFlair or Donahue.
No, you cannot. And let's see. So Robbie Noonan is still holding his ground on Scott Sharp. Jacob Cummings is looking to make a move there. Ben Fuller also has now caught up to Jacob Cummings. And
now, what happened to those SRT Vipers?
That's what I'm going to look at. Looks like they're not that far behind, but they're definitely not dominant again. Unless some crazy fill strategy thing happens again, I don't think they'll be able to do much today. But hey, anything can happen. It is Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like Wolfgang Stone had the lead. That's right. We already knew that. Looks like Joe. Where is Joe in comparison to Bryon here? Okay, he's still close to him. Coming down to the inner loop.
Second back, so.
Yes,
he's catching the draft, too.
Yes, he is.
Cool.
Can he deliver for 47 race tech today?
Go on board with him. It's a better angle to see in front of him. You can see Wolfgang Stone definitely starting to pull away right now. I feel like Joe Donahue was a lot closer to Bryon LaFlair Jr. before I went through a run back of the field, so maybe something happened. Ooh, he's getting a good draft down this front straightaway.
There's a little bit less aerodynamic drag on the Porsches that might be playing into Bryon's time lost on Joe Donahue. That we've seen that previously in the series, though, with drafting. The Porsches do a lot better job with drafting in this series, so we'll have to see what becomes of that. Plus, I do believe the BMWs are the heaviest cars in the field.
That would make sense. I mean, you look at them, there are some solid cars. You can definitely tell that the Porsches are a little bit smaller, a little bit more aerodynamic down the straightaways as well.
Now, you will be surprised to know that the lightest cars in the field are lighter by about 20 pounds over the second lightest, and those lightest cars in the field are the two last place cars right now.
Wow, that's interesting.
And to think that one of the heaviest cars in the field is up at the front here, you kind of, weight isn't playing as much of a factor as it probably was expected to.
Well, you can see these three cars are now in the fight.
LaFlair has caught back up to Stone.
Yes, he has.
Could we see a pass? Oh.
Ooh, he made a peek. I think Joe Donahue liked that peek as well. He got all up on him.
It's gonna be close coming into this corner.
We might see some contact here. Joe pulls out, pulls back up. Oh, contact with Bryon
Contact!
LaFlair.
Bryon pulled out, and Joe went with them, and they're gonna both pass
Joe,
Wolfgang.
there might be some damage here with Wolfgang as well, but Bryon with a ballsy move going into that corner. Wow.
He's still got 2 Porsches right behind him, though. I mean, we
Yes,
got
he
plenty
does.
of time
And you
for
can see
the
in
2.
the back, Scott Sharp did take that position from Robbie Noonan, and Jacob Cummings is now behind him, not that far. Joe Donahue's like, hey, Bryon, I've been chasing you down the past 2 laps. Come on, buddy.
Hey, it's crunch time for the championship for Bryon.
Here comes
He had a really
Joe.
bad
There comes
start.
Joe!
Yeah!
There goes Joe to the
There we go.
lead.
47 Race Tech jumps into the lead, but yeah, Bryon had a really bad start to the championship, and he was looking to get up there and make some time because he still could do it, but he doesn't want to see more cars going past him.
No, does not at this point. Just taking a little run through the field here. Scott Sharp and Jacob Cummings looking to have a battle of their own here.
Don't think that Jacob Cummings can catch Scott Sharp. I think
I
that
think
Aston
Jacob
Martin
Cummings is just going to let him and Scott Sharp catch up to the rest of the field rather than ruin their chances of getting up there for a battle for the win.
Yep.
That is a factor, yeah. You don't want to race too hard against him because you're going to lose time battling it out. But he should be close enough that he might be catching the little last whispers of a draft, which would help him. And he's driving one of the least draggy cars with their aerodynamic drag, so we'll have to see, though.
We will have to see how this plays out. I mean, definitely Scott Sharp has shaved some time, and so is Jacob Cummings off the lead pack up there, which doesn't really look like it's much of a lead pack anymore. It's actually a 1-second lead for Joe Donahue right now.
And we do got plenty of time left in this race as Wolfgang made a pass, or is making a pass, I should say.
Yes, he is. Let's go back to that. He did make the pass on Bryon.
Now, what
So
happened to those Corvettes, man? They have fallen back.
Yeah, Matt Dierkel, they're actually both in the back. The 3 cars in the back are actually the Vipers and the Corvettes. It's a tough day for them. So, they've had a tough time in the series, and honestly, this is one of those tracks where it won't come down to it. It just comes down to the all-out speed, and they just haven't had much of that all-out horsepower compared to the other manufacturers this year.
Yeah, the Vets and the Vipers have been struggling with horsepower for the season, and we got a good bit of information though from this season that we'll be putting into making these cars more even next year.
Yes, we will indeed, and I think we'll definitely start early on the Vipers.
No, yeah.
Take a look. I'm pretty sure this is the Viper I'm on board with. Can't even tell. No, it is Robbie Noonan. Never mind, I was lying. Go back up. Joe has now pulled up to a 2-second lead. Doesn't look like a 2-second lead, though, because Wolfgang Stone...
Did anybody see how long is left in this race? We might be coming to the checkered flag.
We could. Very much so. Could be coming to the end of this race here.
What do the lap times look like?
Lap time. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the end of the race. 2-minute lap times.
Hey, here comes Scott Sharp.
Yes, that's what I was keeping an eye on. Scott Sharp, Jacob Cummings not far behind. Well, it's hard to look at the whole track the way these camera angles are, so I got to do this. Sorry if you guys don't like these camera angles. Hold on. There we go. Oh,
Yeah,
oh wow. Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi, Scott
That's
Sharp.
an Aston
How you
Martin.
doing?
And the race is over. We're
Is it
coming to
now
the
over?
checker.
It is, yes.
so that means
Scott Sharp's gonna
47
have to
Race
make
Tech has both our cars in the top 5.
Yes.
At
they
the current
do.
moment, Porsche might get a 1-2 with Stone and Donahue.
Yes, and Jacob
Coming out.
Cummings might be able to make a move here on Jacob Cummings, but the main factor, the dominant driver of the day, Joe Donahue, pulls away from the rest of
Yes.
the field and wins
Yes.
the 47 race
Yes.
at Daytona.
Right on, guys.
Second is Scott
Woo.
Sharp. Third, Bryon LaFlair Jr.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
let's see. Did Jacob Cummings get there? He did not. He was close. Look at that finish. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry we did not catch that.
But that is 2 47 Race Tech cars in the top 5.
Yes,
Or both
indeed.
of them, really. It's a good day for that team.
Yes, Ben Fuller in 6th, Robbie Noonan in 7th, Matt Dierkel in 8th, Tyler Boggs in 9th, and David Land in 10th. Tough day for the Vets and the Vipers. But,
And that must have been very disappointing.
yes, indeed, tough day for them. But,
Oh, yeah.
Joe Donahue with a pivotal win today. Scott Sharp only getting 4th, not that that's bad, but this is a huge points thing, or a huge day on points for Joe Donahue today to put his car up into the front, and hopefully next week at Watkins Glen maybe pulls out the championship.
Woo!
Jacob Cummings, how do you feel about your first race that you did today on the Sub-Stop Endurance Series?
I mean, it was fun. Glad to be here. It was an exciting race from green flag to checkered. You know, tough luck for those SRT Vipers, but it's a good run
Indeed,
for those Porsches from 47 Race Tech.
Yes, and we'll actually take a look at Jacob Cummings here. Take a look at this beautiful car. Great paint scheme done from some guy that I know apparently.
Hey, whoever
Great.
did that, he must be pretty dang attractive.
Okay.
Very talented at making wraps.
Was me.
Alright, I hear some guy trying to take credit for something that he didn't do. So, thank you guys. Oh, Brian, what the heck are you doing? Brian, what are you doing? Can we rewind this?
Oh,
I cannot.
Cummings
Oh,
is so
Scott
loose.
Sharp.
Everyone's getting a little
Scott
loose.
Sharp's
Oh,
having some
Scott
fun.
Sharp. Oh,
Ah, they're just screwing around, everybody.
This-
See, this is the thing about the Sub-Stop
Here.
Endurance Series. We're all
Watch
like,
this
yeah, have
here.
some fun.
Let's watch Brian. Can I get up to Brian? No, I can't because I'm stupid. Let's see.
man.
Scott Sharp.
Okay, what is Brian doing?
Brian's going back out. He's gonna do it again. He's like, man, that's too fun. I'm going back out and doing it again.
Okay, so let's go over our finishing order once more. Alright, in first we had Joe Donahue.
Woo!
Second we had Wolfgang Stone. Third we have Bryon LaFlair Jr. just trying to get some testing in for next year. Fourth we have Scott Sharp. Fifth we have Jacob Cummings. Sixth we have Ben Fuller. Seventh we have Robbie Noonan. Eighth we have Matt Tierkel, who's also joining Brian on the track. Tyler Boggs in 9th. David Land in 10th, and I'm sorry, I mispronounced all their names. Doe Donahue won today's race. Just make that clear. Great lap times out of him today. Best lap time in the race, I believe. Yes.
Ooh.
I think.
Woo!
Could be wrong. No, it's probably Scott Sharp. Yeah, Scott Sharp's got you.
Oh,
Second.
gosh.
Never mind.
Hey,
Alright.
man, it's
well-
gonna come down to the wire win that championship.
Yes, it is indeed I mean, a good finish for Scott Sharp, but he could have done a little bit better today and maybe slammed the door to where he only had to get a top 5 next week. But we'll have to see how the points will play out. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Farners 11 minutes at Daytona. Check out Farners. The link is in the description below. Great diecast store. Make sure to send him an email if you want something that he has. And as always, this is
Joe Donahue.
and the Southern guy, Jacob Jummings.
Cummings. Jacob Jones.
And we will see you all next week at the Geese Piece, 14 minutes at the Glen.
Woo!
Geese Piece.